Hello and welcome to episode 1 of our Mediterranean cruise vlog series. On this episode we walk you through the embarkation process at Southampton port, a day at sea and onto La Coruña, Spain.
Hey guys, it's Dom.
Hey.
And guess where we're off to? We're off to Southampton because we're going to be joining P&O Arvia on a 2-week Mediterranean cruise. So we're just arriving into Southampton and we've just seen one of the display boards which basically says which ships are in today. It looks like it's going to be quite a busy day today in the port. We've got Disney Dream, Regal Princess, what was the other one?
I can't remember.
Norwegian Prima, as well as our Arvia as well. So it's going to be a busy day for Southampton port. So at the moment the traffic is not too bad. We're about 20 past 11 in the morning. I think that's roughly about the time that the car park starts to open up for us. So hopefully we'll be the first into the car park, and yeah, we'll give you an update once we get there. So Arvia is just there in the distance, as Pete is showing. Today is Southampton Boat Show, and it is raining. You can see lots of people are already wheeling their suitcases to the cruise terminal.
Lane 4 CPS parking.
So when you come to the cruise terminal, if you have got the parking, you've got a little bit of paper that you have to show on your dashboard. That just shows that you have parking available with CPS.
Yep. And then up here it tells you which lane you need to get in.
Yeah.
So we're lane 4.
And that is the cruise terminal right there. So literally car park there to the right and ocean terminal there to the left, and it's already busy. It's a very rainy Southampton.
At this point for CPS check-in they took photos of our car, and for this cruise we left the keys with them.
So guys, we've just arrived at the Ocean Cruise Terminal here at Southampton.
Yeah, and then you'll notice there's these little sort of kiosk bits where you drop off your luggage. So each one has correspondence with what deck number you're on, and we're deck 14, so we're in zone number 2.
Yeah, you just basically hand your luggage over, which we're going to do shortly. There is a bit of a queue outside the Ocean Terminal today. Our boarding time is not until 3:30, so we probably won't get on board earlier. So we're going to go brave the weather to go into Southampton.
And one of the main reasons we come early today is because the boat show is on this weekend, so it might be busier in Southampton, so we'd rather be here looking around Southampton than stuck in traffic. So after a very wet walk, we are back at the terminal. So we went to Maritimo Lounge for some brunch, which is not too far away from here, and then we walked into Westquay for some shopping and to kill some time. So we're about 20-30 minutes before our boarding time, so we're going to see if there's we can get on now. So yeah, let's go. So they're letting us in half an hour early.
We were lucky enough that the check-in area was not very busy on this occasion. You would check in at the desk where they check your passport and boarding pass and then give you the OK to board stamp.
So we're OK to board and we're just about to go through security.
Right, so we're all through security. Obviously we didn't video through security, but if you think of just a normal airport type of security, you got to take your belts off, watches off, etc. All get X-rayed, exactly the same, and you're through in a few minutes. So we are now boarding the ship. It's literally there, and we'll show you when we get on board.
So when you first get on board the ship, you'll have to scan your OK to board pass, which they give you at check-in.
We're here. We've got to go to our muster station now, so we're going to go up to the glass house.
When you board the ship, you are required to attend your muster station, and you must also watch a safety video in your cabin.
Top tip, go right to the front or right to the back. The middle lifts are always busy, so we've come all the way to the back of the ship. I don't know where we are. So when you get to your cabin, you'll find your room key and cruise card in the envelope.
Some moments later.
Hold one key.
I've dropped them. Don't do this. Right, put your key in there and I'll sort the lights out.
What are you doing, Pete?
Drying the clothes!
Why are you doing that?
Because our luggage hasn't arrived. So after we dried our clothes off, we decided to hang around in the cabin. If you want to see our full cabin tour, head over to our channel and you can search for Arvia Cabin Tour. It took another 2 hours for our bags to arrive. We unpacked and headed to Taste 360 in the Sky Dome for dinner, followed by cocktails. It was then time to head to the top deck for sailaway. We went to the aft of the ship for some great views. It was great to see a sailaway from Southampton at night. We followed the sailaway with an illusionist show in the Headliners Theatre. To end a very busy day, we headed to the top deck to see an amazing lightning storm in the English Channel.
Well, good morning everybody. It is coming up to 7:30 on day 2. It's our first sleep. I slept amazing. Pete?
Yes, absolutely. Always comfy. The pillows are amazing.
So we're going to go for lunch. Breakfast, sorry. At the Zenith restaurant, which is the dining room. It's on P&O. It's the best way to get breakfast. Eggs Benedict, here we go. So we'll take you along, and I'll show you around the ship later.
Yes, let's go.
If you would like a more in-depth look around Arvia, head over to our channel and search Arvia Ship Tour.
I think we're going to go for American pancakes with some hash browns inside.
Yum, 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 yum.
Yummy.
Is coffee good?
It's really nice. Lovely.
Out of all the cruises we've been on, we always found that P&O do the best breakfast in their main restaurants. With that in mind, we'd recommend you head to Zenith or Meridian on board Arvia.
So that was breakfast done in Meridian dining room. It was amazing. Eggs Benedict.
Meridian or Zenith?
What did I call it?
Meridian.
I don't know. One of the dining rooms. It was lovely. Lovely. Right, we're going to have a little look around some of the other restaurants on board. So,
Not to eat just yet.
Not to eat just yet. As you can see behind me, every lift has one of these things here. So, Pete, where are we going?
We're just going to go down one.
Go down one.
We're going to go have a look at Olive and the street diner, Street Diner.
Okay.
We're not
going to be lazy. We're not going to be lazy. We're going to go down the stairs. So where are we, Pete?
We are in the cinema. So there's 3 screens on Arvia, and they're showing different movies throughout the day and evening.
There's no need to book the cinema on Arvia. You just turn up, and outside each of the screens you'll see a TV which will indicate which seats are available or not.
So on Arvia, there's only 3 screens. On Iona, there's 4. Apparently, they've used the space for, was it called the escape room?
Escape room, yeah.
Yeah. So we did look at the prices here on Arvia. It's about £20 per person for the escape room.
For adults, yeah.
For adults. So we were kind of like, I don't know if that's something we would do it. Anyway, go back to exploring.
So this is Anderson's. It's a gin bar with a rum distillery. I'm going to go and show you. On board Arvia they have a rum distillery, although I think for the Med cruises they're still distilling gin, just like on Iona. See the gin bottles over there. When I was on Iona last, we did the gin making masterclass. It was really good. So if you're thinking about doing that, it's worthwhile. Some seats with some plugs. See Dom hiding down here, look. It's a really nice relaxing bar, this one, so it's worth a visit.
For all our coffee lovers out there, Costa Coffee is situated in Vistas on deck 6. For a small charge you can buy Costa coffees and cakes here.
I'm on my holidays, as David Thomas would say.
Well, I see you try to get out of it.
Let's see Dom. Payback. Watching. Oh, I think he did that better than me as well.
Push up, you got to push out, see? Push out.
We're in the Sky Dome. That's where you'll find the big chair.
The Sky Dome is slightly different to Iona on Arvia. You'll notice a retractable roof, which is great for the warmer days, a big screen TV, which they show movies on, and you'll notice that some of the seating is different. But don't worry, they still show great shows here in the evening.
Okay, well, we've done a little bit of exploring around the ship. We're going to go back up to the room, have a shower. At 11 o'clock we've looked on the Cruise Horizon magazine planner thing that there is a special show guest speaker called Orca. They're going to be talking about the wildlife that is on board.
Well, not on board.
Not on board, that you might see on board. So, and if we're, at the moment we're walking through, you can see the art gallery. So,
Whilst exploring, we found our first cruising duck of the holiday. If you want to find out more about cruising ducks and what they are, head over to our channel because we've done a video all about it.
I'm hiding my duck. in the theatre. We're about to talk about whales and dolphins of the Med.
So they're not actually expelling any water. And all whales do have a glow, so even the smallest hook.
Here's Pete reading the rules of dominoes.
Oh no, blanks match blanks. It has to be a blank.
Yeah, I do.
So that's the end of day 2, which is our first sea day. We had a really good lunch in the Meridian restaurant at lunchtime. It was really nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I decided to choose. It was a lot of options, but I decided to have the, what was it?
Mushroom and cheese
panini with chunky chips. Yes, very good. It was a toss-up between the jack and potato, but that won, and I was really glad. And the cheese was better, because on Iona I had that and it was awful. It was like cheeseburger cheese, but this one was like proper cheddar, which was good. So really enjoyed that.
We then went to the cabin and we just chilled for a couple of hours.
Yeah.
Which was nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then this evening we did some entertainment, didn't we? So
yeah, well, we had dinner first.
Of course, yeah, we had dinner first.
And you enjoyed your roast dinner, didn't you?
We went to the Keys for our dinner. The roast dinner Yorkshire pudding meal was horrible. But I'm not giving up yet. I will try it again.
I mean, I ate most of mine. More gravy, that's the answer to everything, because the Yorkshire pudding just soaked up the gravy. And I've had a fresh bit of turkey as well, whereas you had the old, I've been sitting on the hot plate for about, 10 minutes or something like that.
Well, fish and chips saved the day, let's put it that way.
Yeah, he had seconds. He had seconds.
Oh, hardly seconds. I didn't even eat the first bit. The roast dinner. But yeah, so
and then we went to watch the entertainment, didn't we? So the plan is, if you go into the dome to watch the entertainment, my advice is get up there a little bit earlier, get your good seat. Yeah. Lots of people were fighting over seats, but it does get busy. You can have a drink, just to listen to the music and stuff like that, and it's just a pure entertainment of watching the guys set up, because it was just comical, covering the pools and stuff like that. So, but the show was interesting, to say the least. I mean, I love space.
This one was universe.
Yeah, I love space, universe, and stuff like that. I love anything, that type of thing, but
it was bizarre.
They put money into it. Well, I don't know, the storyline was kind of lacking a little bit. It didn't help as well that the captain came on halfway through the show and said there's whales, so of course everybody starts running to one side of the ship.
Yes,
and they had to pause it, which I was like, how to be upstaged by a couple of whales, but hey ho. But the best bits of the show was they had this big funky balloon thing, which was quite comical, because it just didn't do what it was meant to do, and you could see the staff frantically trying to catch it, and then they had drones, which were really good. I really wish we saw the show, and we might try and go and see it again, just to get the footage of the drones, because it was still light,
and they all light up, so that's the whole point.
So
lights in the sky type of thing.
But it looked cool. And then we went, and then we had something in the main theatre, whatever it's called. What's it called? I can't even remember his name.
No, I can't.
Some piano guy singing.
It was
okay.
Yeah, we didn't stay for the whole thing. It wasn't our thing, was it? To be honest, but it was full. It was fully, it was full there, and people were staying. It just wasn't our thing. It's not saying he's not good or whatever. It just, we weren't enjoying it. So
it's just a bit cheesy.
Just a bit cheesy, yeah.
Just a bit cheesy. But everyone likes cheese, so...
When we did leave, we got to the main atrium, didn't we?
We did.
And they were just starting that show with...
I don't even know what it's called. It's not even listed. If you see the hoop in the middle of the thing in the atrium, at this time, what time was it? 8:30, 9:30, or whatever, 10:30, something will happen, so... And
we were there.
And we got a really good spot right next to the stairs. And you can see the footage for yourself.
You saw it.
Really, really
they
good
were
things.
amazing, really.
And this is obviously a new thing because on Iona, the atrium isn't used for anything like this really.
No.
And I was a bit dubious about whether or not this is a really good use of space to be doing aerial acrobatics in this bit, but actually, you know, it's not all the time, and it brings people all together. And I think the stairs is a really good view to see all of it, because literally they were like eye line with us, and you got some really good shots of it. So, but yeah, it was worth watching. But we're chilling. We're back in the room, and tomorrow, what are we doing tomorrow?
In La Coruña.
La Coruña.
That's how you say it.
Yeah.
La Coruña.
I've never been to Spain before, never been here, so this will be a first for us all. But yeah, we're just gonna have no real excursions planned, just a little bit of a wander.
Yes. So
anyway, good night, everybody. Good morning, everybody. It's day 3,
and we have just arrived in La Coruña.
As viewed by our lovely window here, the port webcam.
Like we said, we've got an inside cabin, but the good thing is you can see where we are on the TV.
And the good thing is, I don't know if you can see that bright orange thing there. It's called the sun.
Yeah.
So there's no clouds, there's no rain. It is beautiful blue skies. We've already been out and had a look, watched the sunrise when we were having breakfast today. Did we have breakfast today?
We had it in the Keys, so it's actually the first time we've eaten breakfast in the Keys, even though we've been on Iona twice. We never got round to eating in the Keys for breakfast.
Not for breakfast, no. So they do, obviously during the day it's different things.
Yeah.
I think it's Asian fusion. What was the other thing?
Hook, line and sinker, which is fish and chips.
Fish and chips.
And then roast dinners.
Roast dinners, which Pete loved the roast dinner yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah.
But at breakfast time, they do pancakes and waffles.
Yep, first station.
Omelettes, which was lovely, which I had. I'll show you a photograph now. And then there's like a self-service for a quick breakfast.
Yeah.
The beans are a bit funky though, but they're not Heinz. They're definitely not Heinz. But other than that, and then just around the corner is a coffee station with all your pastries, croissants, and everything
Fruit
else like that.
Things like that, yogurts.
So if you don't want to have the hustle and bustle of the buffet, and you're in a rush, that's a good little stop. So deck 8.
Yes, promenade deck. So
deck 8.
And it was delicious. Really good.
Okay, so the captain has just been on. Gangway is open. Deck 3. So always listen out because they tell you which areas of the ship on which side we're getting off.
Yeah.
I can't remember which side we're getting off, so it's either one way or the other way. So yeah, we're going to go. So let's go. So just remember when you leave to put out Gone Exploring. We decided to take the stairs today because everybody takes the lifts.
And we're only going down, so it's fine.
As you get off and on the ship, you will need to scan your cruise card. And remember, the Horizon magazine will tell you if passports are required.
So getting off the ship was really easy. You just show your port card, your room key.
Yeah.
They scan it, and then you're literally on dockside. Now, if you have an excursion or a tour, you usually have to meet just out off the side of the ship. Each cruise ship has different procedures of how they do it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how it all works. Okay, so Pete's just noticed some interesting artwork as soon as we just got off the ship. Here, have a look. This is where I'm going to be asking Pete where we're going now.
Well, I don't know yet. I'm going to put it on my map.
So one of the things we did do was we bought like a data passport so we could use our phones over here in the EU, so we can use all our data. But I would definitely check on your network to make sure that you can use your phone and it's not going to charge you a strong amount of money. And unfortunately, as we've come out of the EU, a lot of the mobile networks now tend to start charging people. So definitely a thing to check. Okay, so when you do get out of the port gates, there are taxis available. So if anybody is making their own way and you're after a taxi, there is taxis available for people to use if you needed.
So we've got off the ship and we're basically turning right because we're going to go, there's like a castle not too far away from the, like a sort of castle fort thing. I'll tell you more when we get there. And then we're going to follow the coast round all the way to the Hercules, I think it's called, lighthouse, which is like on that side. There's been a lighthouse since the Roman ages, so we're going to go and have a look at that, which is right next door to the aquarium. We're not going to go in there, but just for reference. And then we'll probably walk through the town back to the ship later on. So yeah, that's what we're doing.
For those who can manage it, the 16th century Castello di Santo Anton is a short walk from the port area, offering good views of the ship and surrounding area.
So we've just been to the fort. It is well worth it. €2 each, and you get to see lots of history. The only thing that we would recommend, if you've got a phone, download Google Translate. You can just point your camera to it and you can actually read it. They actually don't have any of the stuff in English, so you can't actually read what you're looking at. But the Google Translate does help, as long as you've got mobile signal.
Yes, absolutely. But brilliant, 10 out of 10, really, really good.
If you come here, definitely worth popping along. It's a short walk from the cruise. You don't need to get an excursion or anything like that.
No.
So you know you're in a different country. Like, we're in shorts and t-shirt and it's warm, it's hot.
Not now.
There's some workers over there, right? Builders, roadmen, whatever you call them, and they're literally wearing puffer jackets.
I'm sweating looking
puffer
at them.
jackets. What, Pete?
I'm good, I'm good. You good to go?
Yeah.
That's really cool. It's like a spa pool as well by the looks of it. For an outdoor Lido, whatever you want to say.
Okay, so Pete is now having a dilemma whether or not he wants to actually climb this hill.
Oh.
But I think he's just being lazy.
I've got a zoom on the camera.
I think we're going to go up.
Let's do it.
This is Pete trying to work out how to use a camera.
No, it was having a meltdown.
Okay, so Pete, we're going to go up the thing. You're going to time us, yeah?
Time it?
Yeah, you're going to time us going up.
So it says 32 minutes on my workout walk. So let's go. So it took us 4 minutes to get up to the lighthouse. So, opposite the lighthouse is an old jail. It's not open or anything to the public, but it looks really cool. It's a shame it's not. I think it'll be a good museum. So we're currently in the old town square, the town hall's behind us, and we just had the most amazing coffee and cake in a place called Sucre, which I think means sugar, I don't know, someone tell me. It's just down there.
Yeah, arch right there. Little lane, there's lots of eateries down there. I had a lemon meringue, the best lemon meringue I've ever had. So.
Really, really nice, really nice. And yeah, you will see some other pictures. Yum yum.
So as you can see, a cruise ship is just parked there. There's a little alleyway here. We've got some lovely designs, and then the square area is just there.
Plaza Maria.
What's it called?
Plaza Maria Pita.
So we're back at the ship. We've walked almost 5 miles today around the town.
It's been a fantastic day, really, really good. I'm loving this port, it's really nice.
So we're going to go back on board. Might get a little bite to eat in one of the things, restaurants.
Yeah, maybe chill by the pool, I think.
Chill by the pool and jacuzzi, I think. A bit of sunbathing.
Yeah, let's do it.
So we got back to the ship, we went straight into the hot tub, did a couple of hours of sunbathing, and then we decided to go for dinner at the Olive Grove.
We did, which is one of our favourite places to go on Iona, so we wanted to try it out.
However, on Arvia it probably isn't one of our most favourite places. Service was a little bit
Lacking.
Lacking.
There for ages.
What's the word?
Lack of personality.
Lack of personality. I mean, you could always just, it depends on the luck of the draw which waiters and staff you get.
Yeah.
The dough balls for the lasagna, well, it was a
bread roll.
Nothing
to do about it.
Yeah. The menu on Iona is a lot better. I know that they're doing the Olive Grove here as a dining room kind of option, but yeah, it's a little bit lacking in kind of the Italian food of what you expect to choose from in an Italian restaurant.
It's a Mediterranean restaurant.
Oh, whatever. Anyway, same place.
I think we preferred it on Iona, even if you pay a little bit extra for certain dishes. It just seemed like the quality and the atmosphere and the service is a lot better on Iona to Arvia.
Even to the point where Pete went straight up to the buffet and had a load of chips.
I did, but mainly because I didn't eat my dinner. I think I ate about a quarter of the lasagna.
And your
the
pudding.
tiramisu was a disaster.
Like
it was
it's like a jelly
tiramisu. It was so wrong. It was unbelievably wrong. It was just no. So yeah.
So anyway, we'll see you tomorrow. It's a sea day. We have a few things we're going to be doing tomorrow. We're going to be going to the spa, so hopefully we can take you along with us. Depending if there's anybody else in there, because I don't want to be videoing them. So,
No.
but hopefully we'll get to show you a little bit of that anyway. Anyway, we're off to bed.
Good night.
Good night.
And you can check that out in part 2 of a Mediterranean cruise vlog series. Remember, if you've liked this video, give us a like and a share, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Remember, give us a comment. Are you heading to the Mediterranean soon? Thanks for watching.